You know, sometimes I look at the scammers these days and I wonder, could we do better than this? I mean, is this the best the scammers have to offer? Right here. 6KK Andrew on TikTok, you know, waving 30K around as if anyone's going to believe that he actually makes that. Is this really what we have? Is this the best 2020 can muster? 1 year ago, I dropped out of high school to pursue, he's misspelled it, e-commerce. And I think he needs to go back to high school. Oh, people said it was a bad decision, but I ended up making 100K in my first year. Okay, well, you think 100 profit? No, 100K in sales, which means probably like 15K in profit. So he's like, you guys think I'm an idiot for dropping out of high school, but I made 15K last year. Yeah, we think you're dumb. But my point is, this is the kind of stuff that gets sent all the time. And I want to tell you, there was an age of scammer where people had class. I feel like it's like when the Joker says, you know, we need a better class of criminal.
This town deserves a better class of criminal.
Hey, you guys aren't doing enough. It's hard to even want to respond to this stuff. Honestly, I don't even know how to get out of bed in the morning when I look at this stuff. But let me tell you, in the 90s, things were done very differently. Just compare and contrast this with this, ladies and gentlemen. How to get a second paycheck Hawaiian style. This is from the 90s, but it hits different. Trust me. Watch and learn, boys.
Hawaii, one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Wow, the production value. The hired actresses in the back walking conveniently right next to this guy.
My name is Michael Flynn, and I'm here on the beautiful island of Maui. I've got a question for you. Right now, how would you like to be in Hawaii?
I would, Michael. I would like that very much.
Enjoying the good life and earning even more money than you do right now at home when you're slaving away at your regular job.
Michael, you've got my interest, okay? Because I am slaving away here making YouTube videos. The people at home don't know this is the hardest job in the world. Very tough. So I'm ready, Michael. My body's ready for whatever you have for me. You've went to Hawaii for me, so I owe it to you to watch this.
In effect, how would you like to get a second paycheck, Hawaiian style?
Doesn't sound too bad. Woo! Already, B-roll, on point. Look, guys, remember what you could be having. You could be having this guy, or you have this. I think the answer's clear.
Just imagine, Hawaii, the land of enchantment and magic.
The waterfalls.
The land of volcanoes.
The volcanoes.
Luau's and hula dancers. Tropical rainforests. And the most beautiful beaches in the world.
This is another reason the 90s infomercials just hit different. You had Tom Vu with his babes back in the day, calling them waterfalls.
Watching the waterfall in the front, the waterfall in the back, the pool look like the lake, waterfall inside the house.
Now we got the beaches.
And the most beautiful beaches in the world.
Guys, the 90s infomercials, next level, okay? They knew how to play you subtly, your psychology, right?
Hawaii, where you can be skin diving in the morning, parasailing after lunch, shopping in mid-afternoon, sipping a Mai Tai at sunset, and yet all the while, you're making more money than you ever dreamed of.
See, look, we already know it's a scam, right? But I'm there mentally. I'm in Hawaii. I've got the beaches. I've got the tropical rainforests. I've got it all, even though I know it's a scam. That's what made the 90s different.
If you think that's impossible, you're in for a surprise. Because in the next 30 minutes, you're going to meet a man who does all of that.
Okay, let's skip forward and meet the man, all right? This is the real man of the hour. That's right, he has an intro, man. The Michael, he doesn't really matter. This is the guy that matters. This is Gary Cochran.
Than you ever dreamed possible, and you can do it with a very simple business called direct marketing. $200 billion a year industry. That's a figure most of us can't comprehend. Can you even imagine what $200 billion looks like? George, go ahead and bring him in.
Are they bringing in $200 billion? What's the wheelbarrow about? What are these men doing?
Stay seated in your seats. These guys do not have a great sense of humor. Now, last year...
Hey, Mr. Beast, calm down. This is what I'm talking about. Listen, you can either have Tiny Tim over here, or you can have the Cochran, okay? Look at this guy. Woo! That's a wheelbarrow full of cash. Actually, it's not one. It's not two. It's three.
Here, over 92 million of us
4
ordered by either mail or phone.
6 wheelbarrows of cash.
That's how much I have right here on the stage, $380,000. That's what's earned in direct marketing every minute. Now, who would like some of this cash? If I gave you some, what would you do with it? What would you do with it?
He's doing a genius move right now. I'm going to tell you what it is in a second, but watch what he does. So first, he primes people with the $20. I'll give you $20. What would you do with it?
You'd go out to dinner, here's $20, enjoy yourself, but there's not enough to take two. What would you do with it? Medical bill. You have a need for a medical bill.
So he's pulling the Ellen before it was cool. He gives it out to a bunch of people, and then he takes it up a notch.
Right, yes, right there. I'd go surfing. You'd go surfing, $20. We'll rent you something, all right? Now, I'm not done. I still have, right here, I have some $100 bills. Who? No.
This is where the great pitch starts, guys. He ups it, $100. Now you're primed to think he's going to give you $100. Watch this.
Wait just a second. I've got 100, 200, 18, 19, 24, 25 $100 bills. Who wants one of these? Guess what? Before I'm done today, I'm going to give 25 of you one of these $100 bills.
Watch this, guys. This is genius. This is innovation, okay? Watch.
And if you're watching at home, I'm going to give you exactly the same opportunity.
Sleazebag scammer, 100%. Kind of brilliant what he's about to do.
When you get that payment, you are going to keep your portion of the payment and you will keep it. You will send the balance of the payment onto the producer of the product who will ship that product directly to the consumer. Do you understand what drop shipping is?
This is drop shipping. Oh, I finally understand. This guy's doing drop shipping scamming before it was cool, right? Now everybody has a drop shipping course. This guy, hey, back in the 90s, the innovation. Now you're asking yourself, what about the $100, Steven? What happened? What happened to the $2,500 he was going to give away? Well, let's find out, because this is next level, okay?
I still have right here 25 $100 bills. Who wants one of these? But let me ask you, if I
People literally sat through this whole presentation to get this money.
gave you one, who would use it to invest in themselves, get this course of materials, and get started today? Could I see your hands? That's exactly what I'm going to do. You come with me, and I will pay the first $100 of the cost of your program.
Wait a minute. You're not giving them money. You said you're giving people money, but only if they pay you for your course, which is $250. So you're just doing a sale. But think about that. He had them wait the entire time. Everyone's paying attention. They think there's going to be a quiz at the end. They think they're going to get 100 free bucks. No, you have to pay $250 to get 100 bucks.
So that your entire cost is only $149. Brian, that's for this one right here. That's for this one right here. And for those of you at home, you do not have an opportunity to be at this seminar, but I will do exactly the same thing for you. I will pay the first $100 of the cost of this program.
You know, guys, I literally never fall for this stuff, but $100?
Please stay on the line to continue.
I honestly thought that this number would be disconnected for sure. Are you serious?
Your call is important to us. Please hold for the next available specialist.
By the way, while we're waiting, this is one of the things I saw in the comment section of this video. Hilariously, 4 months ago, in a video with 1,900 people. I'm one of the 1,900 people, guys.
Due to overwhelming response, all of our representatives are assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for the next available representative.
The overwhelming response of people who are still watching Gary Cochran. Oh yeah, it's a big slam-a-jam-a hit, boys. You know the 90s infomercials, they're still crushing sales calls. Okay. I'm pissed, Gary. Now I'm pissed.
Due to overwhelming response, all of our representatives are assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for the next available representative.
I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry, Gary, I tried. But interesting enough, this seminar, which is still apparently selling tons of copies, didn't last very long. In 1991, they got accused of operating a scam for selling their instructive videotapes because they didn't actually ship out the products. See, Gary Cochran owned this company called American Business Seminars, and they raised $400,000 by accepting money for these tapes. But they failed to deliver the tapes, and they didn't provide refunds. So then what does Gary do? Gary's in a pinch. Well, he decides to file for bankruptcy. Now, the funny thing is, I tried to look up more about Gary Cochran. There isn't much available, but I did find you guys because I want to close the story up. I wanted to find you the truth about this 90s infomercial pioneer. I wanted to know what happened to him, right? So I found an old newspaper clipping. This is literally from 1991. And basically, they repeat the fact that he's filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so he looks like his company was failing. At the same time, in an affidavit filed October 25th, and this paper came out on November 2nd, it says that Cochran was receiving a salary of $700,000 per month, while his wife made $100,000 a month. Classic pay gap, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like the end of Gary Cochran wasn't pretty. I don't know. Honestly, you can't find much online about him. But I thought this was an interesting look at the scammers of old. We think of this as a new thing on the internet, but the truth is scams like this are as old as time, right? They were done in the 90s. They were done even before that with chain letters. Guys, this is nothing new, but you got to educate yourself. You got to see through this stuff. But frankly, I really do think it's easier than ever because people like this, it's disappointing. They don't have the class. They don't have the production value of the stuff back in the day. And honestly, I think it's an opportunity for people now because I think it's easier than ever to see through these guys because they don't have the showmanship, the presentation skills back in the day. Because, like, look, dude, you look at the stuff back in the day, you almost want to buy it. You almost want to go get a wheelbarrow of cash yourself. But nowadays, you have people like this, and it's like, oh, yeah, I know this guy's scamming me. Of course. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed a look back. And if you like content like this, let me know. We'll keep making them. All right. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to smash like and subscribe. Thank you.